We're continuing to follow a heavy police presence in downtown Binghamton tonight that led to a delayed dismissal of a number of Binghamton schools. Our Autry Maneshny joins us live from downtown Binghamton. Autry, we can see police lights still behind you. Just into our newsroom, we're working to learn more about a heavy police presence situation in the town of Cortland. Now, all we know at this hour is that Cortland County Dispatch did confirm that police are saying people need to avoid Owego Street and Squire Street and are asked to stay inside. Crime scene tape is up on the scene. It's blocked off for about a block here, so if you're in the area, make sure to avoid it. We haven't learned any additional details from law enforcement in regards to any suspects or if anyone has been injured as a result of the shots fired incident. In the courtroom, testimony in the case of landlord Isaac Anzarut versus the city of Binghamton continued. Binghamton Mayor Jared Cram, who once described Anzarut as the city's, quote, most notorious slumlord, took the stand as a witness. And our Kevin Quinn was there for it all. He's here in the studio with the latest updates for us. Kevin.
Once again up for parole.
Wales, who you see behind us, was denied parole in 2017, 2019, 2021, and most recently in April of this year. But now he is being considered for a potential release on medical parole. Kevin Quinn is in the studio with more on the history of this case. Kevin. They ask you to avoid that area if you're not there. And if you are in that area, to stay inside. They're currently searching for a man who they believe may be a danger to himself and others. Head to our website, WBNG.com. We have a full description of that suspect that they're looking for. All fire stations there are manned. So if you have an incident that you need to report, an accident or an emergency, you're told to go to your closest station to report that. A breaking update on a story that we've been following since our 4 o'clock newscast regarding a heavy police presence in standoff in downtown Binghamton. Our Autry Maneshny is live with those new details. Autria. Closing arguments have been delivered in the case of the former owners of the Colonial, and now the case is in the hands of the jury. 12 News' Kevin Quinn is live from the courthouse in Binghamton with the latest developments tonight. Kevin. Continuing coverage of the 24-hour-long manhunt that led multiple law enforcement agencies on a search for an armed man in the town of Fenton. New tonight, state police have announced charges against him. Kevin Quinn has been following the story all week long, and he's here in the studio with the latest details. Originally convicted for the rape and murder of Lindsay in 1984 and sentenced to 33 years to life in prison, this will mark the 5th time that Wales is seeking parole. Kevin Quinn is live at the Broome County Sheriff's Office with the community plea. Kevin. Hey, Jill, that's right. I'm here at the arena because of that severe weather threat. A lot of the main events for tonight were moved here to make sure that they could happen for all of the Southern Tier residents and beyond. Some of those events that have been going on, we had Kurt Angle, WWE star that was here. The line wrapped around the building, folks. It was great to see, but excitement continues tonight. We have 2 concerts. We have John Waite and Tommy DeCarlo that are going to be right here in the arena. Since 2015, the Luma Projection Arts Festival has brought visitors from near and far right here to downtown Binghamton to get a glimpse of this one-of-a-kind visual experience that features artists from around the world.
Kaitlin, seems like it keeps getting bigger each year.
Jill, you could not be more correct. When the organizers started this during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, I don't think they could have imagined it would grow into what it has become. And you talked about the holiday spirit, Jill. WBNG is definitely in it. When you drive on by tonight, say hi. We got some candy canes. This trip to Washington, D.C. is a historic one for the Twin Tiers Honor Flight. It is the first time that they have brought all female veterans to our nation's capital. And on top of that, all of the staff and guardians are female as well. If you want to give to this Winter Warmth project, we're going to show you exactly what you're going to do. You're going to take your donation, whether that be mittens, gloves, hats, and you're going to find these blue bins. They have the WBNG logo right on the top. It's going to be right when you enter the park, and all you're going to do is drop them in, and you'll donate to the church. But Reverend, thank you so much for joining us.
And this course looks absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, but what does it take to get these greens PGA ready and approved? Well, meteorologist Connor Thompson spoke with the grounds crew here about how they get them ready, the manpower involved, and how the dry weather leading up to the tournament has impacted it. Now, it's the 3rd year of the event, and if you've been in years past, you're definitely going to want to make your way down here because they've acquired more lights from Tall Pines Players Club, and now this whole festival has extended even to the further parts of Otsonango Park. There's incredible displays. We got a large snowman that you can walk through. They got everything. A summer night with free live music, food, and drinks. I don't know what more you could ask for. It's gorgeous out here in front of the Visions Veterans Memorial Arena. I am here with Chris Marion, who is the manager manager of the arena. Now, Chris, this is the second installment of the summer concert series. Talk about what the community reaction has been so far. Now, this is that report from the National Transportation Safety Board, and it provides eyewitness accounts of what happened moments before the crash. Now, this is the area 1 mile west of the airport that the Cessna 182D went down. This function has a lot of different tools. You see all the different icons here. One is precipitation, one is temperature, and the other one is actually road conditions. So you can track that as well. And of course, you have the daily forecast as well as that hour by hour. This one is for aggravated assault. The dots represent where things occurred, but then the colors represent the frequency in which they occur. If we scroll down a little bit, you can see in the bottom of your screen, white means that they're not really occurring at all. And then we get to the yellow color. That means that they're occurring at a high frequency.
Kaitlin, back to you.
I think I see a lemonade stand behind you, Autry. Maybe bring me back one. Thanks so much. Well, it's not the only festival happening right now this weekend. The Deposit Lumberjack Fest is also underway. Chabeli Acevedo is there. And Chabeli, it looks like the sun came out for you. And you see all these blue squares that pop up here. They represent cooling centers. So all you do is click on one, and it'll show you what the name of the cooling center is, the address, the phone number, and the hours that it operates. If you don't want the map function, you can also do it with a list. Very simple. You just search for the county that you live in, and then it has all of the different cooling centers. It's time for an annual tradition. The American Dairy Association Northeast 55th Butter Sculpture has been unveiled. Is look at the map, find a site closest to you. When you click on a site, you'll just wait for a moment, and then it loads and it gives you the name of the location. This one is Binghamton High School. Yeah, I feel like the non-coat days are behind us now.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're getting to that time of year.
Slowly grieving, accepting it. I put the ice scraper in my car today.
I'm proud
I
of
finally
you.
remembered.
You finally, well, you won't need it.
And see, that's what works, though. You put it in, and then you don't need it.
You're a thinker.
I'm figuring it out.
You're a thinker.
All right, Connor, thank you. Hard-hitting question, Howard. What candy are you stealing from your son's basket there?
Whatever I feel like it.
All of it is just gone
It's a
the next
candy
day.
tax. Remember, I had to pay the candy tax. Yeah, the candy.
Last week we were talking about the pogo stick effect. This one's actually a roller coaster.
This one's actually
We're
a
actually
roller
just
coaster.
going down
Yeah, this
the
one is-
slide.
This is, it's a slide, not even a roller
There we
coaster.
go.
It's a slide.
We got a slide.
We got a
It's
slide,
like
we got a
chutes
poker
and
stick.
ladders.
We're visual learners here.
Slide, roller stick.
All right, well, we'll tell our producers, step it up for tomorrow. Let's get a muskox jumping through a hoop.
Good stuff.
Oh, man. But
You've been in the family that long?
who knows?
I can't
Like,
imagine
this was your
being-
grandfather's pet?
Seriously?
Being 100 years old and named Biscuit, though, like, that's a little embarrassing if you're 100
Well,
years
I
old.
wonder how many names it's had through the years,
Right?
if it's
Yeah.
changed.
I would be interested. I would be curious to know if that's a pet that has been passed down through the
Yeah.
ages.
It'd be like, well, 25 years ago, my name was. But hey, I mean, a little bit warmer temperatures, pancakes,
Yeah,
great
it's-
company.
I mean, that's
and then
gonna-
you'll be there?
Yeah, and there is that. Yeah, I mean, that might drive people away. I don't
all
know.
right. He'll hide in the back for the people who don't want to see him.
Because I was looking at it, I was like, wait a second, it's not in the water.
Over the announcement. All right, stay still. It's just so funny. Like, the doctors are probably like, you know, another day.
First for everything, I guess.
Well, thanks so much for joining us.